Hi everyone, so last video review for this week is for This Time by S.W. Andersen. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, it's just a little bit further down the page, or if you are on YouTube, it is in the description below. So This Time by S.W. Andersen was a really great read. I just absolutely loved it. It was brilliant. The book centres around two characters, Tess and Elena, who haven't really met, but their paths have crossed from time to time, but they don't really realise that. And they don't really know what's going on, but they both hear voices. So Elena hears voices because it's part of like family tradition her grandmother tells her, and it's something that has always happened. She's always heard it. For Tess, it's a rather new thing. She had an accident, and since she's been in the hospital, which she is for quite a bit of this book, with her accident and her recovery, she's started to hear this voice, which is very ironic because she actually is a doctor who has patients who hear voices. So for her, this is a very unique experience to suddenly be hearing one of her own. And what the pair of them are actually experiencing through these voices is somebody else who lived and had a very tragic accident. So they're seeing things that they can't quite put together. It's all one big puzzle, and for you as the reader, that was the greatest thing, because there was Elena and Tess, but there was also Abby and Mary, and you had to figure out what was happening, like who were Mary and Abby, why were Tess and Elena hearing things, seeing things, being drawn to things that related to these two women, and what was all the big connection. And it was, I'm not going to tell you what the connection is, because you need to read the book to find that out, because it will spoil it for you. If I tell you what it is, then it just completely spoils the whole read. If I'd known what the connection to Mary and Abby was when I started reading the book at the beginning, if I'd figured it out and put it all together, I would have been so disappointed, because there was so many wonderful clues in this book to build you to what is absolutely amazing sort of revelation towards the end. And S.W. Andersen's done a great job of building suspense, but feeling and memory as well, with all four of the women who are really sort of depicted in this book. And there's so much for you as the reader to grasp and take and decipher and build your own understanding of the stories, because they are like interwoven, until you see the conclusion towards the end, and then you will literally be like, wow, that is like amazing. And I'm sure that this kind of thing, especially like, I know sort of like Indians, they believe in spirits and all sorts of stuff, and there's a lot of like reincarnation things and whatever that are all believed in religions, but there's a lot that can be said for kindred spirits, do you know what I mean, around like people, feeling other people's emotions and feeling other people's spirits, and just getting weird sensations and stuff. And this as a book was just an amazing story to be told, especially with Elena and Tess. Like how they come together and how their relationship builds is just really amazing, and the same with Mary and Abby. This whole connection of like all four characters and how they're interwoven was just intricate, done so well, and really intriguing. So I loved reading it. It was definitely one of those types of books where you're reading it, and if you have to put it down, you're so disappointed, because you're not quite satisfied that you found out enough yet to be able to put it down, if that makes sense. So I really struggled to put this book down, like I do with most books, but this book was something different. I would love to sit and read it again. Like, it's definitely a book that you would pick up more than once, because the story in it is just lovely, and the connections and the building and the suspense is just written so perfectly. It was absolutely wonderful. I'm so glad that I checked it out and gave it a try. I loved it. I will pop a link in the description so you can go grab a copy, because you know you want to. And if you've read This Time by S.W. Andersen, I would love to know your thoughts on it as well, and like all the complication of the intricate woven plot, because it was just so amazing. If you're going to read it, or if it's something you're going to read again, let me know, because I'd just love to know who else is going to read these books and who's intrigued and who wants to know what's going on and stuff. These books are great. This was fantastic. I really hope that there'll be more from this. Not necessarily Elena and Tess, but I'm just hoping there'll be more in future. S.W. Andersen will know what I mean, but I really do hope so. It would be amazing to see what's next, who's next. Oh, it would be great. I would love it so very much. It would be great. So go check it out, and if you do check it out, I really hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic book. Enjoy. Bye.